What's up, folks? It is I, Will, with Exposing IWC, and it is raining outside pretty hard right now. You can't hear it, but it's raining hard right now. Came out of nowhere. What's up, Mad Dog? I don't know what's going on there. It was sunny like 10 minutes ago, and now it's freaking raining hard. That's okay. We're cool. Today's stream, what are we talking about? We're going to be talking about Bianca Belair's return. Hallelujah. Thank the Lord. The woman is supposedly, according to WrestleVotes, she's supposed to be coming back as early as next Friday. We'll see. We're talking about Blake Monroe and the hate she's getting because apparently AEW fans decided that today's the day. Not today's the day, but this week was the week to attack the former AEW star. We'll talk about that and the IWC reaction and all that nonsense. Also going to be talking about Mercedes Moné and her opponent at Forbidden Door because I think people might be disappointed. We'll talk about that in a second. But first, do me a favor. Hit like, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and let's start off with talking about Gunther and CM Punk. Because you see, Jey Uso will be yeeting to open the show night one, because luckily, Triple H and we know who the creative team now is, because I watched Unreal. Ed Kotsky and Michael Hayes and all those folks finally came to their senses, and they made the main event CM Punk and Gunther. Because let me tell you something right now. If I had to watch the main event be a tag match with no stakes, there would have been a problem. Okay, I would have been upset. But it's not happening. We're getting the actual world title for the main event. This should be a common sense decision, but I was worried. Roman Reigns seems to always be in the main event spot. Jey Uso is very popular. I thought they figured out a way to put Roman Reigns and Jey Uso in the main event. But that just never made any sense to me because, again, there's no stakes. Nothing on the line. There's nothing of consequence about that match beyond a little grudge here and there. They got speared. He took his shoes. They're upset. That can open up the show. But when you have a world title, respect the world title, respect Gunther, and respect CM Punk. I mean, so many people take shots at the world title on SmackDown anyway. On Raw. Because they consider it to be like a elevated mid-card belt. So this would have been very, very bad for that belt if you didn't have it at the main event. So I'm happy to see that they are putting Gunther and CM Punk in the main event spot. And we don't have to worry about Jey and Roman Reigns closing the show. It'll be the opener. That's perfectly fine. But this was, I just think overall the card feels better because of this. It's all the same matches, right? But the order of the matches can make a big difference. Closing with a world title match, I think, makes the card look stronger. CM Punk is big. Gunther is very great, good in the ring. You have shenanigans. You have a bunch of story beats in the match. It makes sense for there to be a title on the line. I always hate when a PLE or pay-per-view, whatever, the main event, there's nothing on the line. Especially if there's actual stakes in the other matches. It doesn't make any sense for the main event to be a match with no stakes. You have world titles that are supposed to be important. Let the talent fight for it in the big moments, in the big spots, the openers, the main events. That's where that should be. I always hate when it's not the case. So luckily, CM Punk came out, I believe it was the ESPN MMA Hour or whatever it was, some MMA show with Daniel Cormier talking about it with him. He said, I'm main event. Great. Oh, thank you, Jerry. Thank you. His birthday was Wednesday. It was great. Went out with the family, had fun. Played pickleball for the first time, and I never played it before. Won all 4 of the matches I played. Played with my sister, played with my friend, played with my brother, and we won all of them. It was hilarious. I mean, I couldn't lose. Never played before, and I couldn't lose. Crazy. But yes, absolutely, main event should be the world title match. That makes all the sense in the world. Thank you, Maya. Nothing else made any sense. I just think it feels like a better show. So you can have Jade and Tiffany be the co-main event, maybe. You can have, you can probably have. I just think it makes more sense. That's all. I don't need to get into it. By the way, I did do a breakdown of both nights in the stream. Came earlier this week. I didn't really do a prediction show. It was more about what should happen. I talked about what should happen and what would be the more interesting approach, and I broke that down in my last stream. Check that out. What's up, Russell Kid? Watched Rock call Triple H last minute and changed the match order for Roman's main event. Can you imagine? Hey, Triple H. I'm sorry, Hunter. Hey, Hunter. It's The Rock. I was taught that it makes more sense business-wise for Roman to main event. What do you mean? The tickets already been sold. Yeah, well, I just think, CM Punk, I don't really like that guy. Gunther, I think the Fatu boys and, that our family, that should be the main event. So, I already talked to Ari Emanuel. I talked to TKO. They're on board. So, just make it happen, all right? Can you imagine? Put that on Unreal. So, yeah, that makes all the sense in the world. I'm happy for Gunther. Happy for CM Punk. Now, people are saying that, this means that Seth is going to show up. I don't know how you can make that assumption. Look, I hope Seth is okay. I hope that Seth is not actually injured, that Seth shows up with a big smile on his face, laughing, ha, 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 and he cashes in. Because that would mean Seth isn't injured. I don't want people to be injured. I want Seth to be healthy. So if Seth is healthy, great. If they tricked us, if they used the LA Knight match with Seth Rollins to fool us all, fine. Because that means Seth isn't actually injured. And I prefer him to not be injured. So I'll be happy if he shows up and cashes in on CM Punk or Gunther, whatever. Or if he cashes in on Cody at the end of the show, I don't care. Because that means he's not actually hurt. So I would embrace it. I'd be happy to see him. Do I think he's going to show up? No. Do I think he's probably injured? Probably. I mean, that'd be one hell of a work. You can never trust anything they say going forward. If they go as far as to having Seth appear to be injured off a backflip, have LA Knight rush the end of the match, make it look so real, have him go on the talk show and say, guys, I'm hurt, I'm sorry, guys, I'm out for a while, I'll be back whenever. Walking with his daughter's in on it, because he's walking with the crutches with his daughter, all for that to be a ruse, it'd be hilarious. Again, I welcome it, because that means he's not injured, but you can't trust anything they say ever again. Everything would be conspiracy, everything. So, he could stay his ass home. Well, that's nice. Anyway, I'm pretty sure he's probably actually injured. We don't need to worry about him popping up. But again, I would embrace it. I won't be mad at all. That's that. Okay, let's move on to the EST of WWE, Bianca Belair. So, Bianca Belair, according to WrestleVotes, according to PW Insider, on the way back. She broke her finger in 3 different places at Mania. She's been out since. She's done 2 special guest referee spots, and now it's looking like she may actually be coming back with a somewhat not 100% functioning finger, but apparently she can still wrestle with that, and she's coming back. I don't want to get my hopes up. I don't want to get too happy because I'm not totally convinced. But this is good news for the division and for everybody involved because she's a great wrestler and she's been very, very missed. Very, very missed. So let's say Bianca Belair is showing up a week from now after SummerSlam. What are you going to do? How do you even go about booking it? Because honestly, I ain't gonna lie, I have no idea. Having the faintest, I mean, there's this speculation about a draft coming after SummerSlam. If that's the case, it makes sense to have her in the draft. You draft her to Raw. I think it's time. I mean, remember how they had that whole advertisement for Raw, and she was part of the ads, but she's on SmackDown. Maybe it's time to actually use those Raw ads with Bianca Belair and have it make sense. Because you put on Netflix right now, she's in the graphic. It's her, Roman, I think it's CM Punk and Cody, and she's there in the graphic on Raw for Netflix. She's not a freaking Raw member. So maybe now, just go ahead and pull the trigger on her going to Raw. I desperately hope that there is a draft because I do think the shows all around need it. NXT needs it, the Raw needs it, SmackDown needs it. They all need a draft. Okay, so let's shake it up the roster, mix it up. Call-ups are so needed. Yes, I believe that call-ups are needed. I think there need to be a shake-up. I want Rhea Ripley and Io split. I want Bianca and Jade Cargill split. So yeah. Now, as far as matches goes for Bianca Belair, I'm looking forward to Bianca Belair, Stephanie Flair, Bianca Belair, Naomi, probably number one because it had the most storyline potential. Bianca Belair, Lyra Valkyria, stuff like that. I noticed that a lot of people are saying, oh, now Bianca Belair goes SmackDown and challenge Jade Cargill. When will they learn? How many times have I told you guys that match ain't happening anytime soon? I mean, Triple H is the same guy that pushed Bianca and Rhea Ripley. We still haven't gotten a one-on-one between Bianca and Rhea Ripley. You think they're going to do Bianca and Jade at Paris within the next couple months? Get out of your damn mind, okay? They're waiting, I'm sure, for the draft. I'm sure they'll put the belt on Jade Cargill. She'll be the champion, walking around the belt, backstage doing nothing. Naomi will have her match with Stephanie at Clash in Paris, and then they'll do the draft, and then they'll line it up so she has some competitors that they want her to beat, okay? That they'll allow to job. They're not going to have Bianca or Rhea Ripley job to Jade Cargill anytime soon. So no, Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill ain't happening. She ain't going to SmackDown. She ain't turning heel. She's not showing up in the match to attack Jade Cargill for no reason, just because of reasons, and turn heel. You're not going to get that match right away. You're going to have to wait. I keep telling folks, I've been saying it for years now. Bianca Belair is Jade Cargill's end game. Say it again for the hard-headed people in the back. The hard-headed people, Bianca Belair is Jade Cargill's end game. It's the biggest match you can give her. So what's not going to happen? Them having a match after SummerSlam all willy-nilly on a SmackDown or some random PLE. Okay, that's her end game. It's her biggest match. It's a match that you want to see for some reason. This match that you want to see. So you're going to wait on it. She's not going to get it anytime soon. That makes sense. So many years from now, yeah, who knows? We're getting Bianca Belair, Tiffany, that could work. If Bianca Belair goes to Raw, so do the Profits. Yep. Who do you want to see go to SmackDown from Raw? Probably Io. I want to break up Io and Rhea Ripley, and I doubt he sends Rhea Ripley to SmackDown. So probably Io. Probably Bailey. Maybe even a Becky. But Becky might be champion, and I don't know if they're going to have the champion swap or keep the champions on the same. Let's assume they're keeping the champions on the same brand they are now. So Becky stays on Raw. Jordynne Grace go to SmackDown? Yeah, so Io, Jordynne Grace, Lyra maybe Bailey. Stuff like that. Lash Legend. We'll get Lash Jade Cargill maybe. Stuff like that. How many years from now? It could be next year. I'm just saying it's not going to happen sooner in the soon. When I say soon, I mean like within the next 4 or 6 months. Not getting Bianca Belair Jade within the next 4 or 6 months. If Io goes to SmackDown, her career is dead. Why do you say that? Oh yeah, I forgot. I realized once I saw the comment, I read it before I saw the person who messaged it. I know what time it is with you when it comes to Io. If Seth is cashing in on Cody, Becky is definitely going to SmackDown. That's her husband. Which is why Seth will probably injured really, or he'll cash in on CM Punk and Gunther. Sin, Kalani, Lola, Lash, Tatum, Jace. I don't think they're all going up. That's a problem. Jordynne Grace, sure. Lash, yes. Tatum, I don't think so. Lola, I don't think so. But I wouldn't mind it. Kalani, Jordan, I don't think so. All right, man, I'm a dip. All right, talk to you later. All I know is Bianca Belair win a title this year. Yeah, she should. She should. Will she? I don't know. But she should. That's my thoughts for Bianca Belair. I still think Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley is probably the goal for Mania 42. I think Bianca Belair, Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley is probably still the goal for 42. We'll see. They need to stop releasing women wrestlers that are part of tag teams. I mean, like the Party Girls and Hayden Carter and Katana Chance, folks like that. I mean, like PFC. You're not welcome. I didn't say you weren't welcome. I didn't say you weren't welcome. I just said I didn't react to your comment the way I wanted to because I like, oh, I know where it's coming from. Okay, that's all. I read your comment. That's all it was. You're not welcome. No, I said that. If it's not the goal, then what are they doing? Well, if what's not the goal, Maya? If Jade wins the title tomorrow, who does she face at Mania? I'm thinking Charlotte. Long waits for Mania. It could be Charlotte. It could be Naya. It could be. I don't think they're gonna have Charlotte Flair put somebody else over, unless she wins. Charlotte could win. Charlotte could work if Charlotte wins. I could see a Nia Jax. I could see a couple people. I could see Lyra. I could see it. I could see a Bailey in that spot. I just can't see Bianca or Rhea Ripley right now. I can't see them serving up Bianca and Rhea Ripley for Jade right now, unless Jade turns heel and the point is for them to beat her. Again, I'm on the record. Tiffany is a heel. Jade is a heel. They're both better off as heels, but they're both baby faces right now. It is what it is. Look at how dead the women's division is on SmackDown. It is dead, which is why they need to have a draft. Especially for the mid card, especially for Julia's sake. If you want to see Julia have big matches on big PLEs, got to improve the mid card over there. Right now, the mid card is pretty bare. Gilbert Arenas is going away for a long time. Random but true, Pedro. I think Tiffany will turn soon. I'm not convinced she should, but I'm not convinced. Did you see? Speaking of Tiffany, since we're on the topic of Tiffany Stratton, her comments recently, I think it was Busted Open Radio. She said, "Why would I change my heel persona? It's working for me." I'm not sure what she's talking about. She's talking about her demeanor and like her flavor, her attitude. Yeah, that gives off mean girl. That gives off valley girl. But her actions are not mean girl. Hell, last week, she ran down there to go save Jay Cargill from crying out loud. Does that sound like mean girl to you? No. She is giving off mean girl, valley girl with her presence and her tone and her demeanor, but her actions are a babyface. It's directionless, it's weird, it's wonky, it's a problem, but the fans love her, so they don't really care that much. Not really not creative. It's a creative problem in my opinion, but for the crowd, it's not. They love her. I mean, they cheer her. It's TV time. She has a slogan. She got the saying. It's TV time. So it's working for her fine. I'm talking about my own personal enjoyment. My personal enjoyment, I ain't feeling it. So, yeah. It's probably over for Tiffany anyway. They put it on Jade. If Jade was a heel, I feel better about it. But she's a face. We'll see how it goes. I don't think Bianca Belair will be feuding with Jade Cargill anytime soon. Besides Evolution and Mania, Charlotte has missed almost every non-Rumble PLE. That true? Yeah, so Lara missed every PLE until Becky came back. She called herself a heel. She said yes. Tiffany said that she's a heel. She said like that didn't happen. Some books fell just now. She said that why would she change her heel persona? Let me see if I can find her real quick. Let's see. Let's see. Tiffany. Heel. If I can find it quickly or not. Let's see. Let's see. I want to find the exact quote. I don't want to. I want to misquote her. You know, I don't want to. Got mad respect for Tiffany Stratton. I don't want to get anything wrong. Tiffany Hill change. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. She said, "If my mean girl persona is getting me cheered, why would I change it?" That's what she said. Her image, her mean girl image. I got cheered starting in Australia. It made its way to America. Why would I change anything? Why would I start acting different if the mean girl persona is working and people are liking it and cheering me? I feel like the moment I do start acting like a good guy, see this part where she loses me. The moment I start acting, that's what you've been doing, my dear. I feel like that's when people would turn on me, maybe start booing me. That's where she misses me. She's acting like a good guy. What's the last heel thing she's done? What's the last heel thing she's done? Answer that question for me. I just realized my phone fell with the books. What's the last heel thing she's done? I don't know. Cashing in? I think she talked shit to somebody at one time when she was champion. I think after she won the belt, she was still kind of a heel. She said something to somebody that was very heelish. But for last month, she's been very much a babyface. I mean, who are we kidding? So this doesn't really make sense. This tells me she doesn't know her character. She's not really thinking about it that much. Yeah, she gives off a heel vibe and a heel demeanor, sure. I'll even go as far as say heel persona. But she says, I feel like the moment I start acting like a good guy, that's what you've been doing. She literally ran down there to save Jade Cargill last week. So I don't know. It is what it is. I'm gonna leave Tiffany alone for now. I think she's dropping the belt tomorrow. So thought that was thunder. No, it was a bunch of freaking books. My phone was sitting on it. And when I moved the table, boom. It was a bad idea all around. Did you see Saya comments saying she doesn't plan on going overseas to wrestle? I didn't see that. Um, that was her telling AEW to leave her alone. But then again, things can change over time. But I don't see Saya Kamitani wrestling in AEW anytime soon. So remember, I think Julia said something similar at some point. Down the road, like maybe in a couple years, she may change her mind, but she won't be going to AEW anytime soon to wrestle. So that's what the AEW stands we're hoping for. Got nothing coming. Speaking of that, let's just transition right into it. Mercedes Moné. She's returning to Dynamite next week. We are on the road to Forbidden Door, and she needs an opponent. The problem is, there ain't nobody there. Well, that's not true. There's options, but none of the options are that exciting. So let's break it down. If you talk to some of the Moné stands, you see them talking about, oh, let's see Saya Kamitani, let's see Sari, yada, yada, yada. Let's see Miyu Watanabe. Let's see. Okay, first of all, let's break it down. Think about this in a smart, intelligent way, by the way. Why did my light turn off? Oh well. Gonna turn off again, isn't it? Let's talk about this logically for a second. Let's see. Anyway, let's talk about this logically. They're saying, in fact, let me just go to the tweet. Let me go to the tweet. Mercedes when they put out a tweet, let's see what it is. Let's take a look. She said, "Who do you want to see me wrestle?" He's kind of trolling people, right? Who do you want to see me wrestle? Said, "I've been wanting that Mayhill Moore match." Okay, so this woman has retired. Guess this is a joke, right? Willow, that's an option. Actually, it's not, because right now Willow is in a freaking feud with Tekla. That ain't happening. Let's move down. Just keep going. Okay. Let's see. Death match with Sakam Tani or match with Starlight Kid. Okay. First things first. Sakam Tani is not going to AEW to wrestle. Sakam Tani is the biggest star that the Japan scene has. She's the biggest star they have. She is hot. She is popular. And it makes no sense for her to go over there to wrestle Mercedes Moné for the TBS title and then lose, because she ain't defending the Stardom belt over there. It made no sense. That match did not happen. It's laughable. Sia's not going over there to wrestle her. Not going to London to wrestle Mercedes Moné. How about Sari? Well, first of all, Sari has a match on the same day. Now, why would I say Sari? Well, Sari is in the IWGP champion currently, which is the belt Mercedes Moné had at one point. It's the belt that Mayu had. And it's interesting because at no point did they ever force Mayu to head over to AEW to wrestle. I don't think they forced talent to go. You have to want to go. If they could force people to go, they would have had Mayu go over there for Forbidden Door. Mayu never did that. That tells me you have a choice in the matter. Even if, first of all, Sari has stuff to do. As you can see, Sari has a match. The very weekend of Forbidden Door, Sari has stuff to do. Okay, she's facing Mika Iwata, right? Or Mika Iwata. She has stuff to do. So, what does that tell you? Tells you ain't happening. And even if she wasn't busy, I don't see Sari taking the AW booking. I just don't. I think she pulled the same thing Mayu did. So I'm good. Why? Well, you tell me. I mean, your guess is as good as mine. I think that Sari will be heading back to WWE eventually anyway. And I doubt she wants to fraternize with Tony Khan and AW anytime soon. But even so, it doesn't matter. She has plans. So no Saya Kamitani, no Sari. Those are your biggest options. Well, maybe they just go back to Hazuki, right? Maybe they call up Kazuki. Hey, Hazuki, remember they had that banger last year? Well, here's the problem. Same show. Sari's on. This Sinjo, the biggest show right here for Sendai girls. Hazuki is booked. So you can't do her. There is no CMLL collaboration. It's all New Japan AW. So you're not going to have a TJPW person popping up. Sorry, that's not happening. You're not going to get Miyu Watanabe. You're not going to get Yamashita. Okay? This is a joint effort between New Japan, so this Bushiroad folks, and AW. So no, your little, it'd be cool to see a Shoko Nakajima match. That'd be awesome. Shoko Nakajima against Monet, a banger. But this is a New Japan AW fixture. So, it ain't happening. Can't do Hazuki. Can't do Saya. You can't do Mina. She's injured. You can't do Sari. She got plans. You can't do Shuri. She just had bone taken out her freaking elbow. That would have been the best option. Are they gonna ask Azumi to go over there and wrestle? She is your New Japan Strong Champion, but she is currently in Japan wrestling in the 5-star GP. So you can't have her a part of the build, but she has stuff to do. Looking like you won't have any New Japan or Stardom talent facing off with Mercedes Moné. So, what are you going to do? Any guesses? All these suggestions are pipe dreams. I think what's going to happen here, potentially, you're going to get Alex Windsor, because it's in freaking UK. You're going to get Windsor Moné for Forbidden Door. Now, is that an actual Forbidden Door match? No. But considering the rest of the show ain't, really. You're getting Okada, Swerve. It gives you a sense of Forbidden Door, but Okada is signed to AEW. You're getting Athena, Tony Storm, which are two AEW talent, right? So, yeah. Should probably be facing somebody from AEW. That exciting? I mean, it's probably better off, really, because the problem with Forbidden Door, it's not really storyline driven, because you're bringing in folks from a different promotion out of nowhere. So it feels kind of thin, the storyline, usually. So maybe this would be better off creatively, because this shit is comical. No, not running Saya against Moné. For what? For the purposes of what? Why would they do that? All titles on the line. This might be like a joke. It's probably in Windsor. Hecla is feuding with Willow. You watch Collision, that's the feud. Willow, Tekla. This is comical. This is comedy hour right here. All titles on the line. Right. That's cute. That's not happening. The reason why they took the strong belt off Mercedes Moné, because New Japan has plans with their belts that don't involve Moné. They don't involve Mercedes whatsoever. So you're not getting that. You're probably going to get Windsor. Are you excited about Windsor? I can't think of anything else. Like, give me another option. It's in the UK. Windsor versus Moné is probably the match. They want Saya to job to Mercedes Moné. They want something. I don't know what they want. Ain't gonna be Suri. Ain't gonna be Saya. Ain't gonna be Hazuki. It's gonna be somebody on that damn roster. Currently, I'm gonna say Windsor. I mean, who else? Who else can you have show up there? I know Windsor is currently in the program, not an official program, but she's doing something right now with Tony Storm, right? I think she teamed up with Tony Storm the other day, right? He teamed up with Tony Storm to face Athena and Billy Stars. So she's there. That's probably your best bet. I can't think of anyone else. Not gonna be Jamie Hayter. Not gonna be Jamie. It's not gonna be nobody over there, really. But I mean, that's your best option. We figured it out, folks. We figured it out. Maybe Dakota Kai. Well, that's still not Forbidden Door, but that's a weird title shot for out of nowhere. Sign and get a title shot. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, but just use Windsor. She's there. She's from the UK. She's right there. The match had never happened before. She had a feud with she's working with Tony Storm. Tony Storm just beat Mercedes Moné, so it kind of makes sense. There's a link there, right? That's what you probably have to do. I can't think of anyone else. But yeah. No, it is Windsor. Yeah, I think so. Is that exciting? Are you excited about that match? Do you want to see that? Good wrestler. He's a good wrestler. Does it scream box office? No, but Honestly, I think the Forbidden Door thing is kind of dead because AEW went and signed all the top New Japan talent anyway. So because New Japan and AEW are like this, it doesn't feel like Forbidden Door, it doesn't feel special. It feel like any other AEW show. So yeah, it's not really moving me, but I'm sure it'll be a good match because they can both wrestle well. So I thought Dakota Kai was showing up last night. Maybe he should show up Wednesday. Maybe he should show up Wednesday. Did you got a promo on Mercedes Moné? Let me see something real quick. What is this? You want to talk about the best wrestler from the UK? You better believe I'm in that conversation. All of these people like Hayter, Brookside, or even Mercedes Moné, they don't hold a candle to my talent. Next week, I'll prove it. Well, there you go. I assume this is real. I didn't watch. Was this on? No, this is like 2 weeks ago. Never mind. This was a week ago. Never mind. I thought it was this week, but it's not. Wasn't. So that's what my guess. We'll say Mercedes Windsor. Yes, I saw Yo Sky with SpongeBob. I saw that. It was very, very wholesome. But that's that. Okay. I just want to explain why these other matches aren't happening. You're not getting Saya. You're not getting Suri. You're not getting Shuri. You're not getting Hazuki. You're not getting Azumi. You're not getting Starlight Kid. That's a pipe dream. These matches are not happening. You're not getting anybody from Sendai Girls. They have a show on the same day. So yeah. I just thought the freaking responses to her tweet were hilarious. Like, these people are oblivious. These people are absolutely oblivious about the current state of women's wrestling and what's going on. Because the suggestions I saw were comical. Talking about every kind of response you saw was like, no, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. You know, Bianca Montez, Eli Manning was hilarious. It was. Interest level in Julia versus Bianca, minimal. Minimal interest level in that match, to be completely honest with you. Very, very small, very, very minimal. Not even like, it's yeah, not excited about that at all. That doesn't move me right now. Let's see. I'm seeing them pull up Mizuki option. Yeah, that's not happening either. Anyway, there is this thing called the Princess Cup that's happening right now. So it's going to be someone from AEW or somebody from Stardom. Okay, maybe somebody loses early in the tournament. Maybe somebody loses in the 5-star and can find a way to sneak him into AEW for a match. But I don't know, man. What does move me? Something that can't happen. Suri Moné would move me. Ain't happening. Suri against not Suri, but Moné against Hazuki would move me. That ain't happening. Moné against Starlight Kid would move me. It's not happening. Everything that would move me ain't happening. So I mean, getting Windsor. You're getting Windsor. Okay, let's move on. What's next? Talked about Gunther, CM Punk. Talked about Bianca Belair. Talked about Mercedes Moné. Oh, okay, let's do this. Do this now. Okay. Raime, aka Blake Monroe. So Blake Monroe has been in WWE for like what, a month? About a month right now? And this week was the week where they decided to go ham on her and attack her. By them, I mean AW stands and their tribalism and their bullshit, you know? So she cut a promo on Tuesday, talked about Jordan Grace, talked about her several things, by the way. Talked about her status in the company, talked about how she's a loser, talked about her former physique, preying on her insecurities, talked about her her mindset, that she's a choker. She attacked her on every level. And the IWC decided that they wanted to take the time to critique her work in the ring, on the mic, and call her basically say she's never good. He was carried by Toni Storm. All the bullshit they didn't say before, they're now saying it because she's on a different team. And apparently she's not showing the proper appreciation. She's not on her hands and knees. Not like worshiping, kissing the feet of the AWs. So they decided, okay, she's fair game to shit on. And bless her heart, Blake Monroe was on Twitter. He must have been searching everything because she saw my tweet. He hit me with a like. Matter of fact, let me show you the tweet that she liked on that I put out there. On one hand, happy she liked my tweet, right? But really, I'm kind of concerned because I think she's looking at a lot of stuff. And the only way she could see my tweet, because I didn't add her, so she probably just searched her name to see what people are saying. And that's kind of dangerous. I don't want her reading all this crap online. It is what it is, though. I think that's what they do. A lot of them do that, by the way. They lie and say they don't, but they tweet. And they look and see what people are saying. And they pay attention. So I hit this tweet. I said, honestly, I don't know how... Wait, that's the other. This is one I said before. But this is kind of relevant. Honestly, I don't know how some of you managed to watch any piece of any piece of fiction with some of the crying I see on this app. Blake Monroe, the heel, said something mean that I'm sure Jordynne Grace signed off on. Shut the fuck up. So this is a response to people saying, oh, she's fat shaming. Blake Monroe is fat shaming. This is terrible. I'm like, what? You don't give a damn that she said that. Freaking MJF talk shit even all the time, even worse. All the bullshit you hear. Fat shaming is called as being a mean person. Spoiler alert, she's a heel. And the heel say shit she's not supposed to say to get herself booed. So of course, talking about Jordynne Grace's physique, by the way, that picture she posted, Jordynne Grace put out herself. She didn't go searching for any picture. This is the same picture that Jordynne Grace put out and said, hey, look at the before and after. Look at the work I put in. Jordynne Grace is proud of her progress. Blake took that and shot her shit on it. Because she's a bad person. You're supposed to not like her. Therefore, the bad person does the taboo shit. This is simple stuff. It's simple fiction. Bad person does something bad. Yes, she fat shamed her. That's a bad thing the bad person did. We're supposed to boo that bad person. Boo, you're a bad person for doing that. This is like common sense stuff. People say, oh my God, how's there fat shaming? I don't know how you watch any piece of fiction. So when you watch the TV show and the mean girl is mean to the kid in the school, the fat kid in the school, you turn it off. Oh, this is disgusting. I can't watch this. No, you don't, right? You don't. It's called fiction. You're watching a television show, right? It's no different here. But what's happening here is tribalism, right? Your team was slighted in your mind by Blake Monroe, so you're going to shit on her and make a big deal about everything she does and say fat shaming is this awful thing. Oh my God, I can't believe the bad person did a bad thing on the show, right? It's ridiculous. Here's a tweet I put out that Blake Monroe liked. Here's it right here. So I said, AEW fans have decided today's the day they want to say Blake Monroe has always sucked. I'm surprised it took that long. What's wrong? Not enough sexual innuendos? Him with the like, which I appreciated. Yeah, this is what it is. I mean, there's no reason for all this backlash. They're upset that she hadn't shown the proper, in their mind, the proper respect and grace toward AEW since leaving. She hasn't said their name at all. She says, hey, I went to Japan, came back to America, my dream's coming true. She's not dropping AEW name at all, and they're so upset about it. They're so mad. No, respect us, acknowledge us. Let her live her life. I thought promo was fine. It's a fine promo. It wasn't the best thing in the world, but it's a fine promo. But they decided to, attack her for that. And she's been on the offense, tweeting up a storm about stuff like she's thick. She has thick skin. I'm sure she's fine. I'm not worried about Blake Monroe. I just thought the reaction was just so predictable, so ridiculous, and so juvenile. Oh my God, I called it. I called this. Breaking news. Kylie Ray is the first ever WWE ID Women's Champion. I called this when they first announced it. I said, they're going to put that belt on Kylie Smiley Ray. They did that. Congrats to her. She's champion. She deserves it. I don't mind it one bit. It makes sense. Never wanted to go to AEW. That's true. Her goal was WWE. She appreciated the opportunity. She appreciated the money. By the way, she put her body's sweat and blood on the line over there. She bled for that company. She did put great work in there. You're not going to say that, oh, her work was mediocre and Toni Storm was carrying her, because that's not what you're saying before. Don't switch up now. She put in the work, put in the character work, the promo work, all that work she did. You loved it, and you thought it was the greatest thing ever. Now you're saying, oh, it was all Toni Storm because you're a hater in your match she left. You're like a upset boyfriend or girlfriend whose significant other has moved on with their lives. You can't handle it. So you want to shit on her at every turn. What's up, David? It's ridiculous. Naomi showed up with a scooter. Did she get her scooter back? Her suitcase scooter, her luggage scooter, whatever you want to call it. Good for Kylie Ray. It's all just AW fans attacking her. It's sad. Oh, they have the whole. Wait a minute. This is happening right now? Whoa. What is this? Is this the. I didn't know that this was happening. How many damn. What did they have? What? So you have this, whatever this is. What is this, the kickoff show? You have a kickoff show. You have the SmackDown, which is basically a pre-show for SummerSlam. Then we talk about SummerSlam all day. Then you have like 3-hour pre-shows for the show on Saturday and Sunday. A lot of freaking content for SummerSlam. I didn't know about the kickoff. Let me be careful because YouTube can even give me for the kickoff thing. So let me get it off the screen. I don't want to get in trouble from the YouTube gods for the kickoff. I guess I'll go watch that later on. Crazy. I did not know about the kickoff. Anyway, yeah, I think it's ridiculous. I think it's pathetic. And I think it's like predictable. I'm sure she's fine, but I just think it's weird. Anyway, Blake Monroe, keep doing your thing. Don't worry about these losers. You are doing a great job, and I'm ready to see what you do next. Looking forward to it. Oh yeah, so Blake Monroe got some good music from Def Rebel, but Becky decided to bypass Def Rebel altogether. Got some official music coming up here from the band Wonder Years. So completely bypassing Def Rebel. Can everybody do that? No, only the big guns can do it. Only the Beckys can. Only the Randy Ortons can. Only the Roman Reigns can bypass Def Rebel. So she's bypassing them and getting an actual song from an actual band. Sure, it's good. Looking forward to that. It'll probably fit with her heel gimmick. I think it's good for a change. I think it's always good to have a change. Can't have the whoa forever, you know? So, Cappuccino Jones won the men's ID belt. So he won it for the men's. Good for him. Good for him. A lot of news breaking. Got a lot of news, got a lot of stuff seen right now. It's kind of crazy. Triple A talked about McMahon allegations. Wow, a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of news right now. I'm scrolling my Twitter For You tab. I'm seeing like Triple A talking about Vince McMahon. I see Naomi on her scooter with EO there. I'm seeing Charlotte Flair talking to Alexa Bliss. I'm seeing new WWE ID champions with Cappuccino Jones and Kylie Smiley Ray. I'm seeing Becky Lynch's new music talk. It's crazy. Okay, so I talked about Gunther Punk, Bianca Belair, Mercedes Moné, Blake Monroe. But beyond that, I'll open up a question. Before that, let's talk about SmackDown real quick. Cody Rhodes and John Cena to come face to face one last time. I'm gonna guess John Cena's probably going to stand tall here, but we'll see. Julia versus Zelina Vega for the U.S. title. I'm interested to see how the dynamic looks between Julia and blanking. This always happens to me when it comes to names. Not gonna look at the chat. Damian Priest and Aleister Black. That'd be a good match. Jimmy against Tala Tonga. That's gonna be interesting. I think Tala Tonga should win that match for sure. Why not make him a big deal? Yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well. I guess this is how they booked Tala Tonga. Yeah, so Julia, Zelina Vega, how much time will they get? I'm gonna say, let's see, I'm gonna say probably somewhere between 8 to 12 minutes. We'll see how it looks. I mean, Julia, Zelina Vega, how much chemistry did they actually have? I don't remember how good the match was before that they had. Do you guys remember that? How good the match was? First time around? I don't really remember how good that match was. Kiana James. Thank you. I'm glad I did not look at the chat. Oh my God. Nobody said it anyway. Maya said Kiana. Okay. Nobody told me. Good. I wasn't gonna look at the chat. That upset me. I always do that. I have a very, very bad. I'm great with faces. I'll never forget a face. If I saw your face back in kindergarten, I'll remember your face. Names, oh my God, it just blanks for some reason. I don't know. I think I'm probably has some type of dyslexia. I always blank on names for some reason. It takes me a minute to just remember, like, what? Like, of course I know Kiana James. Cody turning heel. No. It was okay, Pedro. Cody is not turning heel, my guy. There's nobody for him to wrestle once he turns heel. Because John Cena is an old man. CM Punk is dealing with Seth and Gunther. There's nobody there to take the babyface spot. Okay, not Jay. Okay, there's nobody there to take that spot. So no, Cody Rhodes is not turning heel. Cody Rhodes will remain a babyface. Well, I'm just throwing stuff out. There. I hate you, Pedro. I'm not really responding to you. I'm more responding to the people I'm seeing online saying that Cody is turning heel. I'm taking that out on you for some reason. Taking it out on you. This is cool. We had a face-off with CM Punk and Gunther, I see. I'll go check it out after the show, after the stream. There's a whole lot of yapping, I'm sure. There's a bunch of yapping. I want to go watch that. I want to watch Kylie Ray win the belt. CM Punk, I feels like the first time since I've been back that I'm staring across the ring from a competitor, Gunther, and it's not personal. True. It's not crying little piss baby whining about something that taking a shot at Seth Rollins. No, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say they're priming you for the Seth Rollins cash in tomorrow. But he did take a shot at Seth Rollins. That's all I'm gonna say. But no, I'm gonna guess that Seth Rollins is still actually injured. Okay, he's not actually gonna show up. All right, that's my guess. All right, SmackDown looks okay, I would say. Be a solid show. We'll see what happens with the other people because everybody's in New York. They're all there, so we may see Rhea Ripley, may see Naomi, may see Io. because everybody's in New York or New Jersey, whatever. Everybody's in New Jersey, so may see some crossover here. I always say the SmackDown before the PLE, like a pre-show, like a kickoff show. So these are the matches that should have been on the show that got cut, kind of. So this is like almost like the 0 hour or the pre-show. It's big match that couldn't make the cut. Julia, Zelina Vega, Priest, Aleister Black. So if there's an injury, these would be the matches that get on the card. These would be the replacement matches, the alternate matches. So yeah, it'll be like a pre-SmackDown kind of feel. I'm sorry, a pre-SummerSlam kind of feel to those shows. All right, question time. What's up? Zelina Vega grabs. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. She's the best wrestler in the show. Hello, New York. Show needs star power, bro. This looks awful. There will be star power. Because it's the show before SummerSlam, a lot of people are already in town. Not be surprised if you saw Rhea Ripley tonight. Not be surprised if you saw CM Punk on SmackDown tonight. They're all in town. They're all there. AC Gunther. They're all there. Answer my question? My bad. What? WWE usually has a return every year for SummerSlam. So who do you see returning? Who returned last year? Roman? I would say Bianca could, but Bianca's kind of already, I think she's going to be involved with Cardi B. She's been showing up here and there anyway. She's been showing up here and there, so it's not really a return. Somebody say Liv Morgan. That'd be a shock. Liv Morgan is in a sling. Liv Morgan had an actual shoulder injury that's legitimate, so not Liv Morgan. Dakota Kai. I don't know. Who is there? Can you imagine if Dakota Kai showed up? To screw who? Jimmy before? Can you imagine if Brock Lesnar shows up? KO? Seth would be the one, assuming he's not actually injured, right? I'll see. I don't have a name for you, Maya. I don't know. But all those names I just said would be a surprise, except for Bianca Belair. Brock shows up, turn off the TV. That'd be funny. To do what? Like mess with Gunther? That'd be a moment. That'd be box office. It make a lot of noise. That'll grab the headlines. Brock shows up and spears CM Punk and gives Gunther the F5. Ilya Dragunov, that's a match. That's a person that might show up. But is that big enough? I mean, we all love Ilya, but he's not box office. He's not like a CM Punk level or a Roman Reigns level, right? We all love Ilya Dragunov, but he's not of that level yet. He hasn't really made a stamp on the main roster yet for that to be a big surprise. But I can see that. But you would think he'd be ready to go now. You would think Ilya would be ready to go. You would think. But it's not going to be a big box office return that'll grab the headlines. It wouldn't. Is there a chick that could return that'd be huge? I don't think so. Again, Liv's not showing up. Only because I think she's actually injured. I don't think there's a chick that would show up that'd be huge. She'd be a dude, like a Lesnar or something like that, but I don't love that idea. Okay, so yeah, I don't know, Maya. I have no clue. Lash, Nia Jax is interesting. It is. I think Lash is getting called up after SummerSlam. I think Lash Legend will not be winning any NXT Gold, and that's fine. Liv Morgan didn't win NXT Gold. Bianca didn't win NXT Gold. You don't have to. her gold will come on the main roster. So I'm perfectly fine with Last Legend moving up to main roster with the Nia Jax feud. Hell, she may show up tonight. Nia Jax is a SmackDown superstar. We can have Last Legend show up and kind of brawl Nia Jax. That'd be great. I think Last Legend is going to get the rocket strap to her back in a certain sense. And I'm happy for her. I think Triple H likes her, which is why she was pushed so well in the Battle Royal. He eliminated Nia Jax, so that's the plan, to push her. So I'm happy for her, so we'll see how that goes. Oh yeah, if AJ Lee or Paige showed up, that'd be big. That's true, Pedro. AJ Lee, Paige, SummerSlam, Arrival, that'd be big. That'd be big. That would be big. So, yeah. But yeah, no Brock Lesnar. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Any other questions? This should be the WrestleMania women's title matches. Stephanie versus Io. Bianca versus Rhea Ripley. Give me the pin. I wouldn't hate those matches. I'll be surprised if Io was challenging for the belt again. Could that be 3 straight years challenging for a belt? But I love those matches. Those are box office can't miss bangers. Tessa could show up. Can you imagine? Tessa Blanchard shows up at SummerSlam. Be so random. That'd be hilarious. Wow. Braun Strowman showed up with Roman's shoes. That's great. That's great. That's great. Yeah, Roman and Jay have to win that match. They have to. You can't have this visual here and then lose. That's crazy. So we know Roman and Jay will win, right? We know that. That's happening. They're not losing after that. That'd be too embarrassing for Roman Reigns to lose again. You know? What I'm talking about? 3 straight years and they were bangers. Yep, they were. Was it 3 straight years? Oh, it was already 3 straight years. No, wait. He lost to Bayley. And then no, it's only been 2 years now. Stop confusing me. Braun Strowman? I guess. That could be a return. That could be a return. It could be a return. Shows up in the what? Where? The ladder match? The TLC match? Tables, ladders, and chairs. Is that where he shows up? We want B-Fab versus Rhea Ripley? No, I don't. Nobody wants that. What are you talking about? Okay, so while we're on, before I forget, let's talk about what's happening really quick in Japan. Tonight, after SmackDown, we're getting the start of the Dreamstar GP. Now, this should not be confused with the 5-star GP. This is the Dreamstar GP. This is Mari Gold's round robin tournament happening tonight on Wrestle Universe. Will I be watching it? Yes. Will I be watching it live? I don't know. Probably the start of it because I can't help myself. But this will probably be running until like 1 or 2 in the morning, potentially. There's a lot of matches on the card. This is the main event right here. Utami against Yuzuki. For Yuzuki, this will be one of the matches here. You get 2 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, and 0 points for a loss. Let's look at the card real quick for tonight. Again, I have Wrestle Universe, so I can watch this tonight if I want to. Wrestle Universe is a very, very good deal. It'd be amazing, can't miss subscription. They have Stardom, but Stardom has their own thing because, you know, they won't be separate. Dreamstar GP tonight. Let's see. Click on this thing. Line up. You got. Okay, that's a solid match there. Kenyatta versus Kazuna Tanaka. Chikagoto, Misa Matsui, Miku Ano, who's my winner. Miku Ano is my winner for the entire thing. I have her winning the entire thing versus Mirai. Mai Sakurai taking on Ingasa Nozaki. Toriuzuki. I thought it was the main event. Wait a minute. Is that changed? I could have sworn this morning I saw. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Oops. This is Saturday. Or wait, this is the next show. Oops. Okay, let's fix this real quick. I'm doing this wrong. This is the wrong show I'm looking at. Schedule. You need to click on this one. This is the one I need to click on. Okay. Like I was saying. Tonight. Arai for the Chikagoto. Nikasai Nozaki taking on Kazuna Tanaka. Mai Sakurai has a match here. Miku Ano, Misa Matsui, Shiri Yamaoka taking on Shiaki, Koki Amare, Rei Soto, Mayu Iwatani against Mirai. I'm sorry, Maria, not Mirai. Mirai's up here. These names are too similar. And Utami Hayashishita taking on Victoria Yuzuki. Okay. So, can't miss that one. You can skip this one. Siri Yamaoka against Chiaki. You can skip that one. Mayu Utani against Maria. That's a watch. That's must watch. So must watch. You can skip it. You can skip it. Miku Ano against Misa Matsui. Must watch. You can probably skip. She's the white belt champion. And I'll almost say you can skip it. Mai Sakurai. Kenyatta. Hey Will, did you hear Sari got booed? I did see that. Mirai versus Chikagoto. You can skip that one. Okay, so the way I see it is the can't miss matches here for my personal enjoyment. Miku Ano, Misa Matsui, Mayu against Maria, and Utami Hayashishita against Victoria Yuzuki. Everything else you can probably get away with not watching and not be upset, you know. I guess you can. I might throw this one on there. But yeah, I saw that Sari got booed. Let me use your Wrestle Universe subscription. Ha ha ha. So the main event of the first 5-star DP show, Sari got booed in the main event, taking on Konami. And that's because of her beef with Stardom. Taking shots at Stardom. She's seen as the heel outsider. Got booed heavily. So last night, or for me this morning, when she wrestled Rana Yagami, she bit her. So like, she's like, all right, you guys want to boo me? I'm gonna give you a reason to boo me. She was biting in there. She acting like a heel for the most part. It was funny to see. But yeah, she is a heel. She didn't get booed that much last night though. It wasn't that bad. One against Konami was really, really bad. She getting booed up and down. But against Rana Yagami, probably because she's not that popular yet. Rana, she's a rookie. She wasn't booed that much. But she did bite her. Here it is. Stardom won't take me down for showing this. Here it is. Here's her getting bit. Her biting Rana here, see? Biting her forearm. Like, boo, boo. So she was like, not having it. All right, you guys want to be a heel? I'll be a heel for you. Take a bite out of crime. Hilarious. How far will Sari go in the tournament? I don't know. Sari likes to like my WWE tweets with her name in it. She didn't like this tweet. Like most of my tweets about her, she don't like. Like people say, "Oh, the Joshi's like every tweet." No, they don't. Most of my tweets she don't like. The ones that she liked has been the ones like about WWE and the ones where I'm just like really supportive, like really supportive. But most of the time, she doesn't. She ignores my tweets. The one she likes, the ones when I talk about WWE. That's the one she likes. So yeah, I'm guessing she'll be back there eventually. Yeah, you can be mad about that all day long, but it is what it is. You know, be mad, but Triple H, make the call. Make the call, Triple H. Make the call. We have to wait until she drops the IWGP belt. Maybe then she'll go back, but we'll see. Let's see just one she liked. Now I'm bored. Now I'm curious to see which one she liked. I'm kind of tweeting my name and seeing which one she liked. Wasn't this one. Wasn't this one. But yeah, she likes a lot of my tweets about her and go back to WWE. So anyway. Any other questions about anything before we wrap it up here? Any questions, comments, concerns? What did I miss from the kickoff show? Did you watch the kickoff show? Let me know. While I see if I can track down tweets that you liked. Let's see. Not that one. I wouldn't really care, to be honest. Cherie is cute. Why? Yeah. Why is Carmelo Hayes being benched? They'll probably argue that they're not benching him. They'll just say not the right time, yada yada yada. But I don't understand why his contemporaries like Lyra, Tiffany, and Braun are being pushed, and he's not. It's very upsetting. I don't know what he needs to do, how he can change it, but I just think it sucks that he's not getting that push. He's talented, probably because of his height. Probably the reason. Braun Breaker is 6 foot. He's like 5'7". Triple H doesn't like the short people. I said Triple H does not like the short people. So, yeah, that's probably why. Unfortunately. Hopefully, I think tonight is his birthday, by the way. He has to compete with more people on TV. I agree. He was trending all week on Twitter. He would deserve the opportunity. I agree with you. I think today's his birthday, right? I think today's his birthday. Could be wrong about that. I think today is his birthday. So yeah. So here's one she liked. I remember this one. It says Triple H would have booked Sari like Gunther. You can't convince me otherwise. Let's see if we can find a like. Let's see. Should I be showing this? Maybe she doesn't want people to know that she's liking it. Oh well. Let's see. How do I find it quicker, man? I feel like I'm scrolling very fast. I'm gonna skip it. I'm not paying attention. Trust me, she liked the tweet. Just remember that, okay? She liked the tweet. I don't. Here it is. Boom. See, found it. Following. Boom. She liked it. See, that's one, and like three other ones like that, by the way. So by the way. Anything else? Well, I try to crack down another one. Here it is. Here's another one. 3, number 1, freelancer. The Sun Goddess will step foot in a WWE ring again. Mark my words. I said. New engagement. See, I don't lie. I don't bullshit. Tell y'all the truth. So you're saying she would dominate the division over Rhea Ripley and Bianca? Maybe, I don't know. Buddy, she would be eating obvious riptides every week. Even that's true. Even if that was true, that's a bad living. You see EO right now? You see Stephanie, how over they are, how popular they are? You see Lyra? You see Becky? You see all these women? They're thriving. They're having a good old time. Okay? She have a good old time here as well. She started in NXT, be dominant, show up on the main roster, and be cool, dominant, and awesome. You can't convince me otherwise. Can't convince me otherwise. Dan culture, man. Yeah, so look forward to her coming back to WWE eventually. Probably around late 2016. Like whenever she drops the IWGP belt, that's when I'm thinking about her returning. But I could be wrong. I don't know shit, so I could be wrong. But I just think that makes sense. Can't find the third one. Liked. I remember the third one. But there's another one about WWE's liked, but I can't find that one. Anyway. All right. It's almost time. We got an hour before SmackDown, but I've said all I want to say. You guys don't got no more questions? Happy to wrap it up. Look at this adorable picture of SpongeBob and Io Sky. Look at that. Ministry of Dark, you would have her leave this. You would have her leave this fun. Look at how happy she is. You want to go away, leave the company, and go back somewhere else, right? That's what you want. Not happening, Chief. Yeah, she's suffering. What a miserable existence. She should go back to Marigold. Hilarious. And pay good money, wrestle in main events, shows, big shows, in the biggest company in the world. Go back to Marigold. Funny stuff. Funny. Anyway. All right, folks. That is it for the stream. Do me a favor. Hit like. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Give me your thoughts on the bullying that Blake Monroe got. The Punk Gunther main event. Bianca Belair's return. What are your thoughts there? What's going to happen? Mercedes Moné's Forbidden Door opponent. What is it going to be? Will it be Alex Windsor? Or do you have somebody else in mind? Because I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced it'll be anyone of note or anyone that is that interesting or compelling from Japan, at least. But maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. But yeah. All right, Saree's going to be a WWE eventually. We'll end on that note. All right, later, guys. Peace.